Alright guys, just a test, sorry. Currently working on the tests to make sure that there's no lag or stuff, to make sure that whenever the PS4 servers do come out, that we're actually able to play, stream, all that stuff. It might lag and like give like loading screen after loading screen, but bear with it guys, it's the best I can do currently. I have missed you guys. So I guess in the meantime, while we wait for this 19-minute queue to go up, it's like you're not gonna believe it. Shit, how to describe it? Like about last night, whenever the servers were first taken down, right before they were taking down the servers for Fortnite, like legitimately, it just. I got like a 3-hour queue time. Like literally, it was a 3 hour, 54 minutes, 54 seconds queue time, and it was ridiculous. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Like, I've been meaning to actually make you a moderator, but you know, it's been goofy, like updating things and information and plugging in that stuff. So I just ran the command to make you a moderator. God, 18-minute queue time, dear lord. I'm just about to like actually I don't know. I was gonna stream something else while we wait, but the only other game I've downloaded that's actually good to go on PlayStation is, 3-hour queue time. Well, if you want to be technical about it, it was like fucking 4-hour queue time. That's just for me just hitting the X to try to log in once. Keep that in mind. But, it's just been a little bit ridiculous. I mean, like, honestly, I don't know how to describe it other than, like, it's just been ridiculous setting this up. Like, the hotspot on my phone makes me lag in the game, so I don't know if streaming this is, like, you know, gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of lag from the gaming perspective, and I'll suck ass just because of it, and I normally am kick ass at Fortnite, but it's an improvement. I'll take a 35-minute queue time over 4 hours. We'll consider it 4 hours because it was 54 seconds and 54 minutes, so I'm gonna count it as 4 hours because it's right around there, so I'm just gonna round it up and say fuck it, because it's close enough. But a 4-hour queue time is what I had. And then I know somebody had actually managed to get the queue time up to like 98 years in like 3 days or some shit. And poor Keemstar last night was like just sitting there trying to stream and just chill with the peeps and all that, and it just was not working out, so he just gave up on that. Which I don't blame him. I mean, shit, it's ridiculous. But I know Ninja, one of the world's most famous YouTuber / Twitch streamers for Fortnite itself, was like literally about to walk away from Fortnite. He told one gaming company apparently what it would take to get him to switch from Fortnite to their game. So I mean, we could end up losing Ninja on this game, which is kind of ridiculous. But I mean, at the same time, I don't blame him. I mean, their game's free, but they make millions off of people buying their skins and everything, so I mean, it's kind of debatable whether or not if this shit should be happening, honestly. But at the same time, they've got to look at millions upon millions of codes just to keep the servers up, like, every day. And, like, you gotta appreciate that they put in the effort to stay last night and all this morning working around the clock on these servers to get them back up, so we should be grateful for that part, because they knew that they fucked up in some retrospect. It's like basically saying this, like, from what I understand about servers and what previous amounts of experience I've had actually running a server, it takes a lot out of you. I mean, like, you're looking at the codes, you're looking at email logs and everything, and if one thing backlogs, it's just ridiculous. But that's the initial cause of everything, from what I understand, is that they like, think of it like this: you fill up an email box and it just starts lagging in your email box. Like, it'll take a while to actually get an email or something. And if you think of it like that, running for the server, you get millions of emails a day, and it's just, you forget. It's like, think of it taking up as memory, and if you fill up your memory box with just emails alone, that's enough to backlog you for weeks. For them to actually have it backing up and running within under 24 hours, that's actually pretty damn impressive. But like I said, everything's gonna hopefully work out. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got to play with Crash the other day on this shitty hotspot, so I mean, even if I was dying, I was still getting some kills and all that. And I've actually missed so much on Fortnite that it's a little ridiculous, because there's so much stuff that I would have liked to have done a video on, and all that stuff, but I haven't been able to, just because. And eventually I want to get, like, a little, uh-oh. Is the live feed shutting down? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, this is the whole uptake. Great. Oh, it's still there. Somewhat. It's still there. Ah, just got an error message. The screen might crash itself. Able to talk to you. We were trying to get you to come on and play the other day with me and crash, so I don't even know. How you been? But if the video feed like itself cancels out, just refresh the web page or whatever. And that should clear it out, because that's what I did. I refreshed the page, and we'll see. The Ratchet and Clank game. I was down a few days. Well, hopefully, whatever situation happened actually works out, and you're feeling better. And we're not even past our, like, we're just barely past the threshold of, you know, the 1 year marker on YouTube, and we nearly have 3,000 views. That's actually doing pretty good. I'm just looking at statistics here. That's good. I feel like that's a good accomplishment to have done on my own, you know? Feels good. Feels good. Oh, yeah. Allergies. Dude, here's me, okay? Allergy season. Like, for me, it's the worst if there are these trees that I call pussy willow trees, because I don't know what else to call them. They smell really bad, and they smell like rotten fish whenever it rains. So, whenever it rains, whenever these trees are in bloom, all the pollen just goes absolutely fucking everywhere, and I am out. Like, I have to stay inside, away from windows, everything, and I can hardly go outside just because of the fact that it will make me sick, and I will be out for days because of the sickness. And I think that there's cat hair in my ice cup. I'm gonna cry. No ice. No ice hair. Yeah. And oddly enough, that's like one of the only 3 things that I'm allergic to. Well, maybe 4 or 5, because I'm allergic to vinegar, I'm allergic to spider bites, I'm allergic to bee and wasps. So I'm not too allergic to a lot of things, and it's not like deathly allergic. It's just that it takes a really long time for it to start hitting me. Like, it just, sometimes it feels like I'm dying slowly. And that's when I gotta shower, and then it's just like... One of many reasons as to why I cannot and will not be around spiders. I love spiders, right? I think that they're like one of the coolest animals that I've ever seen, you know? They're pretty cool and interesting because there's like different variations and stuff. But there's one spider in particular that I do not like the looks of because it's freaky, and I will not go near it because it's like an upside down spider with its insides all flipped out or whatever. Actually, hold on, let me look it up. And it's in the ocean, coincidentally, and I love the ocean, and the idea of going to the ocean is pretty exciting and stuff, but I can't do it because of I just will not. I refuse to go into the ocean too far because this spider is like really weird. Where is it? Where's an example that you can actually see it all close up and stuff? I can't find a good picture of it. I think this might actually be a very good picture, but I do not know. It's just so freaky looking, and it's kind of scary because it can bite you at any point in time, and these fuckers get like huge. But I mean, like I can't do it. Like I just can't do it because puppy. Look at this. Look at this. This is like, if you click that link or copy that link and go to it, it's actual website that has a couple of pictures of the spider that I'm talking about. It's just no, that's a no from me. That's a direct nope. That would be a definite not. Okay, that's like not for me. I just can't. That's a no. That spider alone is nope. And I love snakes. Coincidentally, I used to well, we've got another 5 minutes. So let's just have a little story time. Now, back when I was like 6, I used to have a tree. That's weird. I'll have to post it on Twitter then, and I'll show you guys a picture of it. I'll do that after stream. But what's up, Lala? Thanks for coming out. But when I was like 6, I used to come around a tree at my grandma's house. It was a very little tree. It was a poor tree. It ended up dying, and they actually ended up tearing it out. But anyways, so like when I was 6, I used to go out and water this tree like every weekend over at my grandparents' house. Well, little 6 me sitting in a dress, you know, the worst thing that I could ever imagine in my life is wearing a dress. But I was forced to wear a dress because my mom. But anyways, story time continues. We actually went over there one weekend, and you know, I went to go water my tree, and next thing you know, like, you know, not knowing about it, I felt a tingle on my leg, and it came up close to my inner thigh, and I was wondering what it was. So I stopped, put down my water pail, and I look under my dress, and there, sitting nearly towards my crotch at this point, basically, is a big ass wolf spider, and that fucker decides to bite me. Best freaking time of my life. I had to be rushed to the hospital and everything, and it left big old mouth imprints and fang imprints, and its entire body had been like literally had an imprint on my thigh at that point. And I'm being rushed to the hospital by my mom and stuff, and I had screamed and stuff, and they all came running back, and they saw the spider, and they just jumped and took off. And no, yeah, like I thought it was cool, and that's why I screamed, but then I freaked out because it bit the shit out of me. So, you know, like, that's. And then about like an hour later, after the whole serum goes through my blood system and stuff to prevent like any venom or something going through my veins, I don't know, but I think wolf spiders are venomous, I don't know, but they made me drink some kind of liquid, and then like an hour later the swelling went down, and then the next 2 days the imprint of the spider itself had finally completely vanished. And yeah, that was the worst experience I've ever had with a spider, and that's when I found out that I was allergic to spiders in general, and I was like, wow, that's something new. And then I didn't find out about my allergy to vinegar until I was about 19, nearly 20 at the time, and then that's just whenever I was working at Walmart, and the vinegar spill, and I cleaned it up with my hands and used a paper towel and stuff, and I just, yeah. But bees and wasps, I didn't find out until about like I was like 10. So like you see the huge age gap in my learning about my allergies, because I never had to deal with them. So, you know, But another story, since we got 2 minutes left. Like around the same time when I was like 6, 7 or something, I used to live in a trailer park, and it was pretty cool. It was a really nice trailer park, and we had like a little bridge down the road that we could go under, and it had like a little quicksand and stuff. It was awesome. All right, like it was cool. It was one of our favorite fishing spots and stuff. But anyways, I actually got interested in snakes because we had a friend whose name was Chad, and we used to always go around and capture snakes and stuff because we would have logs that wrapped around the entire trailer park and in between trailers and stuff. And snakes loved it under there. We had lizards, snakes, all kinds of stuff. But our buddy Chad had a bunch of old refrigerators, and he had filled them with dirt just for the idea of, you know, capturing snakes and feeding them and geckos and stuff. And we attempted to breed them and stuff, and we were young kids at this point. We were fucking smart, you know. And we had a bunch of snakes one time, and we had them all in there and stuff, with the dirt and stuff. And we caught a rattler one time, and the rattler snake we took and put in there. And that was one of the most dangerous catches that we've ever done with snakes. And so imagine that, like a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 8-year-old just running around catching snakes by rolling over wooden logs and quickly grabbing them behind the nape of their neck and pressing down and taking them over to you know, our refrigerator that we had stocked full of geckos, lizards, and snakes. And all the snakes were pretty chill, till we got that rattler. It took us a while to actually kind of get it to be chill and tamed and stuff, but it was, all in all, it was a very nice experience. Our mom didn't like the idea, so she made us quit catching snakes for a while until, you know, we still stuck out and did it. But it was overall fun. I mean, we had a nice collection going on. We had a couple of garter snakes that were beautiful. They were they were decent size, you know. And we had one that was just really cool and pretty. We don't even know what type of snakes it was to this day. It was just like it had a bright orange and bright blue and black skin, and it was just beautiful. But unfortunately, for the first 2 months that we had the rattler snake, until it calmed down and stuff, it would always eat and attack all the other snakes and lizards and stuff. But the idea was just to, like, just have them and deal and just let them be there and just chill. But it was actually pretty fantastic. I did enjoy it. It was pretty much fun. But yeah, that's pretty much story time right there. It was pretty fun. I actually did enjoy it quite a lot. But the worst thing that ever happened was one time buddy Chad actually got bit by one of the snakes, and we actually had to take him to the hospital, make sure it wasn't poisonous and stuff. So we actually had to cut off the head, and we took the body and the head with us, and we went to the hospital to get him checked out, and everything was cool. It was all cool, but hopefully we never had to deal with that kind of situation again. And we never did, but it was pretty fun. I actually did enjoy it a lot, like just running around and doing stuff. Is it going to let us in on Fortnite? Oh, that way story time can be over. It's just been a long time since I've been able to play Fortnite. 2 days, too long. 27 minutes just chilling. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got access. Oh yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, Black Widows. Those are really cool, really cool. Now, I was like 13 at the time whenever I found my first ever Black Widow. It's the first time that I had ever seen a Black Widow up that close in real life. We actually let our grass grow up quite a decent amount, and one actually ended up being right next to our water spigot. Whenever I was like 13, 14, and still in junior high. And so I decided that I wanted to take that spider to science class as a science project. So I captured it. It was still alive. Everything was cool. And I put it in a little bottle, and I threw some flies in there, and I put the top on it and drilled some holes in it. I actually brought it in the house. My mom didn't like the fact that it was alive and it was in the house. My mom's not a spider person whatsoever. So, unfortunately, I did end up having to kill it, but I did it like a really nice, humane way, as best I could, actually. I put it in the freezer and froze it. That was the only way that I could actually do it without destroying the body of the specimen that I was going to take to science class. And I took it to science class, and the water that I had to put in there melted and it destroyed the body anyways, but it was actually still significant enough to where you could see the red hourglass on the frame of the body. And my teacher loved it. He actually took it out, dried it out, and pinned it, and preserved the body and stuff. So it was pretty cool. To this day, he still has that spider, and I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know about you, but I honestly thought it was pretty cool. Chris, Llama, would one of you like to play some Fortnite with me, even though I'll be lagging? Just shoot me like a party invite, because I have to accept party invites right now until I can manage my internet stuff. But would what? Let's see if either one of you are on, and I can smash an invite. Ba, 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 ba. No, neither one of you are on. Would you guys like to play? Play some solos, duos, squads. You know, let me know. I'm gonna play a quick round of solo to get a warm-up in, and then, you know, let me know if you're down to play some Fortnite, good old Fortnite, because we're finally able to get access into the PlayStation. I didn't see his name even pop up on the thingamabopper. So, yeah. I don't even know. We're in. What the hell is this? I need 500 V-Bucks like right now. I want that emoji. I don't know. I want it. Right? I want it. I want the river dance. So very good. I'm Irish, so I kind of want that. Oh, I saw him pop up. I'm gonna play this warm-up game real quick, and then we'll play. But this is gonna be a demonstration of the lag. So as you can tell, it's a little bit. So Llama, when I say I need you, I need your ass. Okay? Just keep in mind that means you gotta run for it. Y'all are some bullies. Can a person not dance? Damn. Tilted Towers is still here. I thought that shit got nuked. I honestly did think... Well, I honestly thought that, you know, this actually got nuked. Like, I almost said Nuketown, thinking about zombies and stuff. Ooh. What? Whatever, bitch. Get out of here. Fuck you. yeah, but as it turns out, okay, so let's talk a little bit about, let's talk a little bit about Fortnite, shall we? Let's just get into it, hold on. Alright, so let's talk about Fortnite myths and, kind of like, let's talk about, you know, just, let's just talk about the whole myth situation with this whole thing, right? Okay, so originally, from what I gathered, Tilted Towers was supposed to be hit by a comet that would completely wipe out Tilted Towers and quite possibly do one or two things. Option A, it would actually eliminate Tilted Towers entirely, leaving absolutely nothing but a big ass crater and kind of make like a mine shaft of sorts, sort of like Shifty Shafts. However, that didn't actually happen with this update, as I see. The second option for it to happen was like, you know, how comets like hit Earth and stuff and it completely wipes out the entire land, meaning that they would have wiped the entire island and or gave us a brand new island to actually play on, which would have been cool in my perspective, in my opinion. My theories, and it looks like they're gonna actually be bringing in a new game mode called Impact, and that's what the comet is going to be doing to the game, because the Impact game has an actual symbol that looks exactly like the comet. So that is my other theory, and you know, that's just me. But then again, at the same time, they could do anything with it. It's their game, you know. It's all up for fair play. So let's get Llama Bama up in here. Llama, where are you? I don't see you. There he is. But yeah, that's just a theory, of course. It's not 100% guaranteed, but you know how Fortnite intel leaks are. It's just all mismatch of possibility. Isn't it? I definitely want this. Just for my Irish side, of course. I'm only 300 off. I don't really like this one. I honestly want either this emoji or the Make It Rain one, but I'm not sure. Llama, did you get the invite? Are you there? Do I have to keep harassing you? I'll send you 2 invites right there. That way you has them. And look, they also added something else new. The new replay system. I know from the first time that they actually implemented the relay system, right before all the servers went down, I went to get up and I was going to go record on the new Portafort and hunt it down, but unfortunately that's when the servers went down, and I think it had something to do with the new relay method they actually have. So check it out. So now with Fortnite, you can actually go into this replay system that they have set up, and you can kind of record videos and update them and all that, and this is actually what happens and stuff. Like, it just does a random thing. I tried 3 games to get like the feel for the replay system itself, and it just looks so cool. I think it's like you can have a ghost camera. It's like theater mode for Black Ops. So I mean, confirm, blah 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 blah. And that's unsaved. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. Oh, there it is. So, I mean, you can actually, kind of like... And you can set a drone to follow your character around and just have fun with it. I mean, isn't that cool? Just, I like it. It's pretty interesting. I mean, you have all this. It's just pretty freaking cool. And then you can detach it, and then you can just look at it, and it's just... It's just cool. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it other than it being pretty cool. Well, tell him I said his minute is up. Like, I've been waiting for 2 minutes. But I don't know. I mean, it's just personally something cool. But the same day that they actually implemented the whole update and stuff, it had a result of system crashing for people who are trying or attempting to use it. And yeah, that's just kind of what happened. So you know, it's all crazy. That's just me personally. I don't even know. Did it put y'all in a queue time too? I'd die laughing, honestly, at that point. I just honestly don't even know. I'm gonna try to start up a party and see if I can actually get Llama in here so I can harass him. Sounds like the best idea I've had in a long time. A 10-minute waiting period? Holy crap. That queue time. Jesus. That's exactly what it almost did to me. But, you know. The most interesting thing I've heard about Fortnite is that Drake might actually drop a couple of bars off of this. Let's see. Can I create a party, or is it not possible? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just have to join Llama's party because I can't create one. And I am here. How's it going? How's it going? Am I in the party? Did it work? Did it work? Did I die? Num 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 num. Can you hear me? Is your microphone muted? Aha! There's... Oh, man. Oh. But yeah, the most interesting fact that I've ever heard about Fortnite currently is that Drake's about to write a song for Fortnite if they give him the Hotline Bling emote. Yeah. Oh no, my brother brought in my older brother had actually brought in what was it? It was a gardener snake, and he brought it in, and you know how they're not poisonous and they're actually pretty docile, so it's just basically a grass snake at this point. He actually brought it in, and she chased him out of the house, beating his ass with the broom the entire time until he dropped it. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, yeah, you know. You don't really, like, at 4 or 5, 6 years old, you don't see a problem with snakes until your parents start freaking out, and you're like, oh, okay, and then you go to drop it, and they start freaking out even more, and, yeah. Right? The old guilt trip. Just certain ones you have to avoid entirely. Oh wow. So if you look at stream, it looks like your character's farting outside of its hands and feet whenever you have the Ultramarine. I would be the SS Gay at this point. It would be the Bubbles or the Rainbow with this glider right here. I'm gonna put Bubbles so I can be the SS Gay. Cause look, I have the best outfit for it. I've got the Sparkle Specialist, okay? I've got the Rainbow Glider and the Bubbles. Yep, SS Gay. How much longer on that queue time? Alright, I'm gonna play another solo. They did it to keep the server from crashing because people will like all rush into Fortnite as soon as it comes available. And if too many people, alright, so this is how server owners are smart by adding a queue time to log into their servers. Whenever you get an influx of people trying to log in on a server at the exact same time, keep in mind that it's like regional, like you've got the North American server, the European, the South American, and all that stuff. They all have their servers of their own, or they'll have connected servers. So if you plug in all that information and people are trying to log in all in at once, guess what's going to happen to that server? It's going to crash and or fry the server's main computer network. So it's just going to destroy the gaming experience for everybody because they're going to crash their games. Nobody's really going to want to play, and if it crashes the server, it's going to equal out to be more downtime for the server owners themselves. That's the downside to it. You know the odd thing though about Fortnite though? The oddest thing about Fortnite is the fact that oh, they actually did bring it back. They're so fucked. They're so fucked. Period. It's not even taking ammo from me currently. Oh, there it goes. They're so fucked if I get 2 shotguns. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be lagging, but they're gonna be fucked. It's weird just seeing the freaking... Oh, that means I can kidnap him all day. What? Just tell him to throw in some Chef Boyardee, he'll be fine. See, this is the lag that I'm talking about. Ooh, that's way over there. Feels bad, man. See, like that. That's the worst part. The worst part. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this test stream because it's been going on for 51 minutes. So, yeah. We're just gonna stream here in a little bit, but for right now, I'm just gonna like chill with Mama and them, and yeah, we'll be right back. Love you. Bye bye.